G'day, g'day. Hope you guys all having a good one. I'll just hold on a moment. Alright, we're back. Hope you guys all having a good one. Yeah, today's gonna be maybe a boring stream for some people. I'll be honest, not many people actually come and watch my streams. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if anybody does actually go around and watch these VODs. I get views and stuff for them, but who knows if people actually watch them. But if, you know, in the case that some people do, or somebody comes in, I was going to be doing some 3D shit. A mix of a couple things, really. I'm just going to be putting away my drawing tablet, that is. So I got some assessments coming up, some assessments that I'm working on that I might go over with yous. So yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna unplug my headphones. Hey, you guys ain't gonna be missing anything. Let's put that way. Okay, sweet. So starting some new assessments, gonna be making games and stuff that I've talked about before in the past. No updates on the video that I was working on, sorry. I've been a bit busy, and I kind of just didn't really get around to it in the weekend. No promises for this weekend either. All I know is that we're starting to get a lot more, we're getting some more assessments and we're getting a lot more stuff due. And that's coming up rapidly. So maybe I'm just going to hold off working on this video until the break, which will be a couple weeks time. I don't know. This video will come out at some point, hopefully sooner or later. But yeah. So I'm starting a new thing with, we're making a game about light pollution, yada da yada da. I don't really want to say too much about it just yet, but it should be pretty interesting. For anybody interested, there's a new version of PureRef out, which is pretty cool as well. So I'll show off some things about that. But yeah, so probably gonna be streaming until about 9:30ish. But yeah. Anyway, I'll go flick over. So anybody interested in PureRef updates, you can now have like a glass transparent background, which I've changed some colors and added some like sort of slight border just so I can sort of see what's going on here. If I do something like that, just so I get a picture of what's going on. You can go canvas and we can optimize, but that's pretty cool for anybody who does that. So this is a character that I've been trying to sculpt a bust of. Give or take, I'm taking a couple of creative liberties, and I'm not actually that good at human. I can't sculpt. I'm not organic modeler, right? So unfortunately, some creative liberties have been taken, but for the most part, I think I've done a pretty solid job. Where are we? This I mean, it's fairly similar. I've added some like scruff to him and given him some eyebrows, which I think I'm just gonna scrap. So I've been trying to mess around with it, and also giving him some paws and stuff, which I think looks pretty cool. Oopsies. So I think yeah, that's pretty good. Some like wrinkles and whatnot. I think it looks ultimately pretty good, and I just need some like basic soft stuff. So I think that comes around pretty good, and we got. I don't think I've made any changes really. Can ignore that. Here's my shitty UVs, which for some reason Ryzen kind of dies a little bit when I have other programs. When I go through some other stuff. What is this? I did have to. I don't know how to get rid of the fact that this is a separate UV set. Maybe it's just because it's got it on a different like material or something. I don't know. I don't know actually how to change that, to be honest. We can increase the UDIMs. That's cool. Well, you know, you kind of expect to, but yeah. here's my shitty UVs. Found that this was kind of just like the best I could really end up with. Without going too crazy. So it's just the usual. The only difference I've made is I've cut around the neck and cut up the chin, which I think is fine. I've obviously cut all the way over here, which just turned out well. Cut out the ears. I did do a little bit with the ears, and then I decided that it just wasn't really worth adding those cuts. I think for the most part, like, I could do like the nostrils and stuff, but I think for the most part this came out pretty damn well. As we can see here, it's looking pretty solid in regards to the UVs. Like, we're not getting really, I mean, bar there, but that's such like a nothing. Like, you know, these ears are pretty solid. There's a little bit of warpage, but I've just been trying to get, like, of where there is warpage, there's warpage, and, like, spots that are nobody's really caring about. So, that's pretty good. Just double checking that these are, yeah. I don't know why, there's a green outline, and I was trying to figure it out. I might ask. I mean, I can just do it all on Maya, but it would be interesting to know what would be causing that. But yeah, I mean, ultimately this gave me the best one I can. For example, just go F2. Sorry, I'm just seeing, I got a message and I'm just double checking. Seems Ruben's also streaming. I already have like one guy I'm watching in the background. I'll also watch Ruben as well. Oh, no, sorry. My homie Jeff H. Hansen, he's pretty good. Ruben's in Marmoset, it seems. Just watching his. I don't think we actually need to do this. I'm not too sure what he's doing, but I digress. Anywho, this was kind of like, actually there's a way that you could like, probably is a way that you can just go like, select one and then, oh, maybe that does actually just work. Weld. Hold on, maybe that actually does work and I'm just stupid if I go. No. Weird, anyway. Oops. W to weld. Hey Nim, how's it going, my dude? Just showing off a model that I'm working on. Yeah, so if I ignore that, we get some like major warpage over here. But how you doing, Nim? I'm just playing around with some stuff. Some models I'm working on. So yeah. Neck and chin are just terrible, so I figured maybe a little bit unusual to go for this approach, but we ain't getting, there we go. That's significantly better, so yeah. Nice, doing good. That's good to hear. That's my thing. I'm just closing stuff that I've completely forgotten. That was me because I was bugging with something. I forgot I set his eyes a little bit wonky. I was playing around and I'm just like, oh, let's just fuck around with some shit. Because we're about like 2 minutes left of class. I'm just like, I'll shove something on. I'll make him look goofy. Ignore these texturing. None of this is like, I'm gonna be following a tutorial on how to get some good stuff going. So, I think at the moment, I've just been drawing some eyebrows and stuff, but I'm just wondering how I want to achieve this. Because at the moment, if I remove that, we can see his hair. But my issue is, how's the best way of adding hair? I don't think this way is very good because then I have to paint it, and painting it doesn't really give me a good result because we're going for realism, and what part of that is realism. I mean, there's not really anything that I can really do about this, unfortunately. So it's a bit of a sad moment. So probably gonna do, I don't know, I might ignore the beard just due to lack of poly count available, and maybe might do like eyebrows, and I don't know, maybe I do that in like Fiber Shop or something. So it's my character that I've been working on for a while. It's meant to be humanoid. Is it? It's about as humanoid as one who is just doing his own thing. One slight thing that I did want to mention. For anybody who hasn't played Stanley Parable, amazing game. Definitely one of my favorites. I have had so much fun in this. I was playing around. Great job. Oh, I did it. I don't know. It was very funny. I love this game. Played the beginner's guide first and played a bit of this. It was entertaining. Never really played much more, and then recently I put another about 2 hours and 2 and a bit hours in. I think I've played most endings now, and that's been heaps of fun. But yeah, so I'm gonna be streaming till about 9:30, which is, to preface, bit of a jump scare, 10:30. I don't know, there used to be the time that would pop up, but now it just shows you notifications, unfortunately. So, what was I searching up? Morwe. Brushify. Oh yeah, some like Unreal Engine thing. Somebody was like referencing some stuff, and I'm like, what were we doing? So I'm just wondering what I want to do first. I got a sore finger. I think, so we need some context. We need, for one of my assessments, to rig and weight paint and animate a character from this Dota 2 thing. So if anybody wants Dota 2, oh, I got a sore bloody finger. Oh, shit. Character, and they want to learn to like rig and shit, then this would be pretty good. So I just want to play around with like doing this because I got an assessment where it's like time limited. So really just trying to get, you know, my head around the process, and I can do it kind of off by heart. It is open book, but obviously it would be more ideal. I'm just looking at what models we kind of have. It's quite a lot of LODs, and I don't see kind of what we're going. What do we have with Monkey King? Monkey Kings are looking to be my best option. What's Lena like? I don't like the massive cape we got going though. Luna. I don't think we're getting a thing. I don't know Dota 2 characters, I'm gonna be honest, so these are me just trying to figure out what is what. Ruben, are you... Me say hello. He's watching me. I'm literally, can I just say, we're currently glaring at your stream as well, just in the background. You started like 5 minutes after I started mine. I'm just looking at some of these characters. Why does this have an exclamation mark? That's one that Ruben can have. Hope your stream's going well. I saw you in Marmoset before. Hello? Oh, right. I'm muted in his stream, right. I'm like, no shit. Fair. Tinker. Well, no thanks. We've done Sven. I've done Marcy, which was kind of painful. It's also good to kind of acquaint myself with what some of these are, so when I do kind of get something. I don't know, but this one's probably going to be fairly simple, so let's just download this one. 3DS. Also, can I just say... I mean, let me just go new folder. Dota 2 Templar. Assassin. Shit, what was I gonna say? Smart guys forgotten. Smart guys forgotten. Not so smart. Oh, dude, I'm just like, you know, when something's like on the verge of your memory. I should have just said. On a side note, though, we have gotten some information about some Django Fix stuff, so I'll probably go over that just in a moment. So, something interesting that I didn't know that they posted because I kind of forgot about it. Listen to this. Additionally, we've been relatively silent on our development in the past couple months because we're working on something really huge. It's a project I started last year, and we hope to have more news leading up to it this summer. We'll have something that'll interest everyone, which is pretty cool. Now I don't want to show my own stuff, but somebody messaged me this, and I can't be able to bring up my one. So we haven't gotten anything. So April was the last Liquid Gen update, which is not too bad. April was last month. Nothing since February for GeoGen, and nothing since January for Embergen. So these two have had like no updates really this year. Or just about like one update or two updates for maybe GeoGen, and Liquid Gen's been having like a few updates. So the thing with that really is I've kind of just been like I love Django Fix and like what they do and stuff like that. So I'm, you know, not too worried or anything like that, but I do have like multiple software that I'm kind of following that are just like, okay, we got some updates coming, so, you know, look out for them, and then, you know, queue a couple months and then no updates, and you're just like, are we getting something? So, because we've seen stuff about the next Embergen update for like a couple months. They posted something a while ago, and I don't know what they've been doing as well. Maybe they're trying to incorporate more things, but it looked pretty good when they posted it, so. But yeah, because I've been waiting on Rhythm's been coming out with a new update for a while, and they've just recently done a talk about it to somebody, and I read that, but nothing really came out of that. Anyway, a couple other things as well, Guy as well. But yeah, so long story short, Nick's just like, additionally, we've been relatively silent. Yeah, just repeating that. And then somebody responds, even though it probably isn't, I hope a procedural material creation tool like Substance Designer, hopefully, sorry, Jesus, I cannot read. A procedural material creation tool like Substance Designers, I feel like that's a gap in the market where there's not a lot of solid competition. I know we've said it before, I've said it before in the GeoGen chat, but I think that having ways of generating 2D simulations would be really interesting there. As example, being able to have frost structures procedurally form in a 2D space so that they can be used as a texture, or having a raindrop slider or a window through a 2D particle system. I did mention that there are stuff like Instamat exists and is pretty decent. That came out recently, but Nick comes back with So substance plus unique sims and growth thing. So that's more or less the idea for Illusion. So we now have an idea of really what Illusion is. Illusion is meant to be a substance designer type of deal with stuff like that. But apparently no progress on that tool as we focus on our 3 core tools at the moment. So he says that they're working on something else as well, another big project. Presumably not Illusion, as he says there's no real progress on Illusion just yet. And probably won't see anything about that for another year or so. Unfortunately, I mean, maybe we will, but I find that unlikely. Just because I feel like it might take a while for that. Albeit, a lot of stuff from GeoGen probably can transfer. Stuff like noise pens and whatnot. And figuring that out. But yeah. So they're apparently working on something else that's big, as well as that. So that's pretty sick. Kind of gonna speedrun this, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, so pretty excited for that. Looking forward to it. I think there's gonna be some cool stuff coming, and at least we're getting to hear a little bit about what's happening, really. Sorry, this is just taking a minute. Is it Alt R? It is not. What is the button? Alt W. Interesting. Bit frustrating. So that's not actually, like, good. I hate how every single time it launches, we lose, like, all of that. Okay, let me launch Maya. They did give me a Maya file and an SMD. I don't know what SMD is. But I don't think I can import multiple of those at a time. So I'm just going to probably combine everything in Maya and then figure some shit out. Probably re-export it to here. Also, another benefit of this is, like, if I do get, like, this model in the assessment, then instead of having to go through what I'm doing now, I can get it sorted. Lovely. That's fine. I will, though, remove the root and figure out what the fuck that is in 3ds. Let's combine at least 3K. Are you saying that's just nothing then? But that's just, they didn't even name it. It's just polysurface. That's a bit poor. I guess at least you know it's done in Maya, because my name's shit polysurface. It's kind of interesting though, seeing how things are created. Regardless, I'm just going to we can do the mesh combine. Let's delete history for his transforms. Just gonna file. Oops. File, export selection. PA underscore combined. Yeah, whatever. Sweet. Okay, so that's that. What am I doing? 0, 0. That should be fine. Hate the the look thing. I have to have the stupid bull things then, because the other thing is you can select it by look that looks around whatever object you're looking at. Then I find that whatever object you've selected, sorry. Then if you don't have an object selected, you cannot look around, like genuinely, which is like what? So let me save as. I'm just gonna name this. Where am I? I hate this being so white. It's like, right. Skill 11 Dota. Templar. Assassin Rig. I should make this fairly a bit simpler. Okay, so that actually, I think in doing that, it's removed the skin and everything, which is also amazing. So, I guess first things first. I think that's a little bit weird. Is everything's kind of like transparent. I don't really like that. So I'm just gonna set up some materials because it seems to be fairly simple. So what we do is we need to go. Shall, I believe is what it is. Whatever, shall. No, it's not shall. I thought it was shall. Sorry, let me get up my document. There's some special thing that we need, and I can't quite put my finger on what it is. Did I delete it? Here it is. Scan line. With Teapot, change this to a scan line. Wow, that's annoying. Right, that's right, it's in here. Sorry. Scan line renderer. There we go. I was wondering what it was. I knew it was something. Scan line, standard legacy. Sweet. So that's a blend. And then from here, we can go like diffuse to be fucking, I don't know, like a red. Then from here we go multi-sub-object, sub-material. Sorry, just moving some stuff around. Just putting this on the side just so I can at least view it. Awesome. We're back in business. Sweet. Okay, so let me rename this. I'm just gonna name this red. And how many did they have? I should probably look through the files. Don't know what I pressed. What was it? X? No. No. Is it Z? Okay, so Z's to focus. Don't question. Usually it's F to focus. It's not. Ah, penis. Oops. Material source. We're looking at there's so many folders. I mean, that's kind of painful. It's like, look at this. So we got this. Then we go material source, models, heroes. I'm just like, what? Base color, braces, cowl, and here. So that's 4 that I'd need. Red. Sorry. Oopsies. Let's go back. I'm gonna go red. Since copy. Copy and copy. Let's change this to, I don't know. Red, green, blue, pink, I guess. Does it pay for perspective? It does. Awesome. Which also means I should be able to, if I go red as a default, awesome, that removed that weird transparency shit. And I can go, so we know we have a, this may put us in a bit of trouble here. Alright, let's test this though. We can go assign. Okay, no, that worked. Green. I went. Wait, I don't bother doing that. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna set, grab this. We're going to set ID here for 3. I don't know why that's bugging. There should be 4 IDs. Anyhow, let me go maps, diffuse, the map. Please. I can't. I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. Base color. No, should be fine. Base. Seems to work from most things as well, which is good. Let's go bitmap, erasers, color. Yep. Yeah, I'm not impressed by this either. Seems like a painful process. Just add shit, but bitmap, cowl, color. Hopefully, we never got told whether we needed to do this or not in the assessment, but it's good to know. Here. So, if I set the ID up, should... That's gonna make me go insane. Why is this broken? What about this? What can I do with this? It's obviously not that. No name 2 and no name 1. Let me see what's what. Almost fine already anyway, but... One, two, three. So it's not the object. Oh no. You can go base. Bracers. Cal. Maybe these naming does something. Yeah. Save. What could be causing this, guys? Maybe I just gotta reapply it. This doesn't work. I'm going to exit and oops. Oh. Now I got a playing thing. It's not safe. Let's relaunch. Max is fucking buggy always, so am I surprised? No. If I ran into this in the project, I would just not do it anyway. But it is just a bit frustrating that Max is just stupid. Don't know how people defend Max at this point, honestly. Is it maybe a user error? Possibly. Should it be that confusing? No, I've done this a couple times before. Like, why? What's this? Frustrating. What is this? Edit paint lock. I've never seen this before, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really want to see it either. So it's definitely ignoring it. I mean, we can kind of come to that conclusion. Whoa. What? Did that change something? I would like this to work, though. There we go, so that's working. So what we can come to this conclusion with is there is definitely more to the story than meets the eye. Sorry. Oh, really? Oh, good. We're trying to work something out here, Amy, but it's being awfully frustrating. .3ds Max has got to be one of the worst programs I've ever used. I genuinely don't go a session without having issues, and it's actually stupid. Really? It shouldn't be that quiet because this is hitting like almost the yellows when I'm speaking. So, yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, I'm not too sure. I have it on max volume. I should be about as loud as I should be, usually in a cool. Unfortunately. About, you know, finger's length away from my mouth. Too tired to start screaming, to be honest. Ah! It's just like very mild screaming. Not really. Okay. Option number 2. Start a new one. Okay. So let's go scan line, legacy. Meanie. I've done nothing. Well, I haven't changed anything since last time. Since ever, really, so. Cancel. So I wouldn't really know why I'd change. Sorry. Red. I can go change this to be. Always been quiet? Really? This is what I record with, so my recordings usually are fine, so I'm not too sure what would be. Just make sure that's that. Set number to 4. I don't know, green. Blue. I'm just gonna redo this shit if it's gonna be painful with me. How you doing, Amy? Pink. Oopsies, what did I press? I'm scared of Maya. What are you scared about with Maya? Don't want to make 3D assets for the big project. I'm not good at it. Nah, you'll be right. You'll be right. I'm sure. We gotta... You'll be right. I think the trick is, what you need to do is you need to... What's the word? First off, break everything down into its most simplest forms is like the key thing. To put an example into like some stuff that we're doing. I mean, Blender, I guess. I have a bunch of stuff in Blender. Oh, I mean, no. Even like, for example, if I open, for example, a model that I was working on for my latest game, which I don't know if we're going to be using this. But you really just got to break things down into like its simplest form sometimes. And then you iterate upon it until you reach the desired level that you're after. So for example, spoiling, the kiwi that I was working on, I made a kiwi, and it doesn't look good, no, but I mean, at its simplest form, this is a kiwi, and it works. We're going to be potentially using this, maybe not. It's all ready to be rigged up. It's not great, yeah, these are not great. I might need to add an extra loop over there for Ruben, but Ruben can add that. He knows what he's doing. And maybe another one over there, just for when we're moving stuff. Not sure if we're using this in the end, but even this, I just don't really have any clue what the fuck I'm doing if I were to make a kiwi, but there's a low poly kiwi. What this would look like if you subdivided it. Not half bad. Bar like that not working. Not terrible. Indeed. I mean, what else did I do? Open scene. We got some roads as well. There's a simple road and then a crossroad. Like, ultimately, everything can be quite simple. And everything's generally about as tricky as you make it. I mean, with some reason. I mean, if you're making, like, realistic characters and shit like that, then... Yeah, I get you there. Like, believe me. After what I've been doing recently, I completely understand. What do you have to make? I mean, if you need help, I can always assist you. Here. So, if we select all that, replace it. Here. Why? 2. Wait, there we go. Now 3. A house sitting, stuff inside of a house. Of course, other teammates will do parts of it, but wow, I just don't want to. It's really where you gotta make things realistically break it down. is what you need to do, ultimately. We're doing a very similar thing then to you. Well, this obviously isn't working because it also says no name, which isn't right. Maybe I'm adding this wrong? Do we add that? There we go. I don't know what was going wrong, sorry, but that was just very frustrating. No, so we're doing that as well, so just looking through. Oh, really? No, that doesn't help. How long do you have? I mean, once again, ultimately nothing's simple, right? But just to show you an example of one of our teammates yesterday was... Whoa, my god. Do not go onto the Twitch front page. Holy shit. All I'm seeing is just, like, boobies. Quite contrary to things. Sorry. Actually, I don't think I can play any of these. I don't know. I should be fine showing this as long as I mute things. But one of my classmates spent a couple hours just building up some stuff. They're building like pot plants and stuff. So like a tree. Sorry, if you're messaging, I can't see my things over there. Sorry, what do you say? 28th of June. Oh god. January, February, March, April, May, June. So you guys got about a month to go. So there's, I don't know what this one is. Got some pot plants going. Just some like indoor shit really. There's a table as well, doing a door for a house. I don't know what else was going on. Some more doors. Some more pot plants and stuff. Which she did a pretty good job on all these. I don't know where the rest went. Anyway, long story short, just breaking everything up into decide things. Like, ultimately, if you really want to, right, you can make things within, realistically, about 15 minutes should be enough time to make. We have a lot of VTuber classmates. Ruben's become a VTuber, did you know? Look, this is VTuber Ruben. God, you're sexy. Interesting. What? I don't know what. Ruben seems to have an interesting thing, and then one of my other mates will be not classmate, of course. He's from Denmark. I'm also watching. I'm like watching everything. Ruben, yeah, Ruben's. What did you not see the VTuber me? Did I not send you that? Me as a VTuber? I also be. Hey, Ruben is here actually. Ruben's watching. Did you not see VTuber me? Hold on. Ruben loves this. This is me. This is me. Me and that was me. Oh, I love this. I love this. Where did Ruben go? Did I delete Ruben on accident? No, Ruben's here. It's me. We were. This was me as a VTuber. Yeah. So, let's just say, Ruben's not the only VTuber here. I'll start adding these cards. I think I got it working somewhat. I think this needs to be 3 though. What? Whoa, what? Oh, okay, never mind. I got really confused. I'm like, is it pink? What the fuck? And then these are 2. And then once we add these... Is that... Okay, so it is actually named. That's good. I don't know why it wasn't working before. Maybe I just needed to re-add it. Which is a bit weird. Bitmap. Base color. Which works for pretty much everything. I don't know what those are, but we'll find out. But yeah, sorry, let me just... Oh. But yeah, I mean, if everybody else is also making stuff, then you probably only, like, to do an indoor scene, realistically, I mean, yeah, I mean, a month isn't long, ultimately, right? But at that point, you also need to, I mean, ultimately it also depends on your group, of course. It depends on a couple of things, but you need to decide how long do you have? So you've got about a month to go. Realistically, probably a bit of a mishap there. I always, like, bear in mind you can also, once again, even if your story's not set, right, and you're still getting your story checked out, you can realistically start working on assets, right? I mean, if, let's say, you and Big T are working on storyboards, right, and just touching up something that wasn't right and needed to be touched up, then your other 2 team members realistically should have already started. So, ultimately, that's a bit of a mishap. Maybe, I don't know, there's something that I don't know about that may have caused that to not happen. But ultimately, realistically, if you one, for example, already know that you're doing an indoor scene, then you can get started on that and do that way earlier. It's kind of like what we're doing, how just 3 of us. Oh, I thought you had 4. Which is going to make it even harder to get it done. Yeah, so for example, like us, we have a group of 6 making a game, and we have literally 0 code at the moment, unfortunately. We've only just set it up, but we've already got about 20 objects already made in the space of 2 days. They're all blockouts, of course, but, you know, that's just so we can at least get the level design made and everything set out, and then we can, like, re-put everything around and play with things once everything's, you know, done. But to put an example like that, in 3 of us making models, finished blocking out models in realistically 1 day. It all really got through 1 day, bar a couple things, like we need to make our own sky dome probably, and then like main menu, loading screen, shit like that, but that's just time consuming. And not at all needed anytime soon. So that's definitely possible, and that's like a full outdoor scene. I think I have it written down what we have, and I can probably tell you. I wanted to work on some models today, but it depends on how long this takes me. Maybe it's not 20 models, I don't know. About this bar, these 3, sorry. And 1 sitting, 1 day, but yeah. Fair. So I think these done, not done, not, done, I think, not, done, maybe, not, done, not, done, I think. So, I don't know. The majority of that's pretty much done, really. We just gotta wait for interactions, really. I mean, it's not like there's anything stopping us, but I'm gonna be doing some more maybe later. Depending on how long this takes, realistically, it shouldn't take too long. I mean, I've already spent an hour trying to work this out, but realistically, I haven't spent too long in here. So ultimately we got 3 hours to work on this. I probably won't be doing this, but the map. 3 cow shoulder color. Awesome. That should be looking actually quite good. Weird color. And then, last but not least, map. So yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to get at here is, it does take a long time, but you need to evaluate what you're doing and really how you're going to do it, and just kind of work with the group, really, which is going to be a bit tricky sometimes, of course. I forgot to set this, unfortunately. That should be right, I believe. That should be everything. I don't know how to... Alt X. I don't know how to... I don't know... By vertex, is it? I don't know. Sorry. I'll continue with what I'm saying, because I haven't really finished. Sorry, there we go. I didn't know that there was a soft selection thing, and I don't know how the fuck I turned that one on, but... so next thing that I would work out is that these are not the right ID either. There we go, that's looking better. Okay, so that's all set up. So the next thing to work out... Tell me what this is. Wrong answers only. Nut sack. Don't know if that's a right or wrong answer. And then second thing you need to work out is, what are you making? And like, to what quality? You've got 1 month to make everything. And you need to establish, 1, your guy's ability of making everything, and 2, how long it's going to take you to make said things, right? I'm just going to fucking ignore these, honestly. I'll just delete them. I don't need them. Right. Hello. There we go. So, it's one of those things where it's just like, how good do you guys think you are, and what do you think you guys would be able to achieve with set amount of time? Would you be able to do realistic, like, realism-based shit? Probably not, so don't go for a realism-based thing. Maybe low poly, maybe those blockouts, you know, the stuff that I was showing before, to that level, right? Which is fine. Ultimately, it sort of depends on what your teachers find acceptable, sorry. And, you know, we can't change that, but, that should be plenty acceptable. Whether you're just wanting to do low poly, faceted, shapes, or you're wanting to do, like, higher poly, or... I mean, ultimately, you can do just low poly with a subdiv workflow and just, smooth everything. And then, in terms of texturing, what are you wanting to do in terms of texturing? Like, would you go... Hand-painted takes a long time, but depending on how much work you're going to be doing in regards to that, hand-painted might not be too bad. On the contrary, hand-painted can also take significantly longer than realism, and maybe it might be better to just do realism-ish based shit. Ultimately, I don't know, it depends on what you're doing, really, right? Sorry. Ah, here we go. Not me clicking in the wrong fucking spots. Okay, object current. I mean, people call Blender bad, but in my opinion, it's fucking worse. It's human. Yeah. So I think, I mean, is that gonna save the day? No. Me telling you that, sorry. No, that's not really helpful. But it should give you, I guess, an idea of, like, everything. Like, in the regards that, yeah, shit's not gonna be easy. Nobody's denying that. But at the same time, you make it as hard as you make it for yourself. Yeah. And I don't doubt that you would make anything hard for yourself, but make sure to tell other people that, though. You know what I mean? Sorry. I think the character there being in a better position would probably make more sense. File, it's unfortunately there's no increment and save. So always gotta go well, for example, ultimately there should be an O2, but too late. We're gonna go frozen Alt X. That's just so I can visualize things. Alright, so we're going to start off with this. Make sure that it's in the right position of the hips, roughly around there. And then we're going to work this out, maybe around there. This, oops, out around there, probably. So that's not going to be nice. Obviously need a little bit of a bend. You'd know that more than anybody else, Amy. Then what we're going to do... This is quite an interesting one, actually. Let me change this length. Meowing hard. You would be. Oopsies. Let me get that back to where we were. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how I want to go about this. In terms of where I want it, I think about there. Sort of strange bonus. Yeah, there's called cat objects. In some regards, it's better than, I find it arguably better than Maya's shit, but at the same time, it's also got significant fucking frustrations that make me cry, and having to use... I'd say you can probably get shit done a little bit quicker in here, setting up a basic thing due to its shit, but at the same time, it's having to use the program is a mission in itself, and probably causes more issues than it fixes. It's just, I might just do that for the sake of the story. I think that's gonna be fine. Bar the knee, what have we done here? That's fine. Alright, let me save as... So, we're allowed to use all these presets and shit and just play around with these. So, and go copy, and we can go paste mirrored, which is good. And this is a very central character as well, which is a downside is shit like if you touch any of these bones or you touch the neck bone, it breaks the whole fucking thing. Stupid. Stupid. But it is what it is. Should probably go with where the actual body interacts. Which I might, oopsies, bring that forward a little bit. And I might go convert to editable mesh. Or not. Editable mesh, modeling. What has happened? Is there like an update that I'm like missing? Why is this different? What the fuck? Once again, being the worst program. There's some, like, slice tool I will show you. Because I have fucking proof of everything, because I have a actual document that explains how to do this. Yes, I've written up a document on how to do this. There's a edit. Something edit, selection edit. Then, sweet. There is no, it's poly modeling, and then there should be edit or something. Edit mesh? Am I goofing or something? Alright, hold on a minute. Maybe I just need to go back. Edit mesh. Edit poly. Here we go. So it's only edit poly that does that. Fucking who knows why. Yes, there's a difference. There's a edit poly and edit mesh. Who fucking knows why? Who fucking knows why? And they barely make any difference, but apparently the difference is big enough to, like, get rid of fucking stupid things. Relatively important shit. That'll do. Damn, she's well endowed. Convert to editable mesh. Just to be a little bit easier. I don't fucking know. Damn. Schulte. You got hands. Speaking of hands, what the fuck? What's rigging a face? Not doing that. We don't rig faces. We're not getting taught that. So I got no clue. Realistically, nobody should be doing fucking any of this. You shouldn't be using things. I think you can. I think there's shit that you can do. There's probably like add digits or something onto this. Add leg arm, tail spine. I don't fucking know. There probably is a way. There's different presets as well, so there might be a preset for it that I don't know about. But this is just a basic human, so there probably is. That's just not this. But this is just the default human that kind of has the bare minimum. Why is this view again? I changed it to local. Don't. Oh, what? That's a class leaving Discord. What? No, what? Not the class Discord, it's class leaving notification sound though. Know that I was still in it, to be honest. Let's give or take around the right spot. That should be around there. I'm assuming. Then this can be width, decrease, depth, decrease. I mean, that's for the most part fine, but we can probably decrease that. We can add a 2 segments. Sweet. Just gonna save this. Ultimately, you can get this done pretty quickly though, which is quite nice. Digits 5. Now this is fucking one of the worst things you'll ever do. Because having to manipulate around this shit program, it's like half the fucking struggle, honestly. So I just feel so bad for people that actually use this. probably to around there. What is like going on? And then let's increase the length a little bit to offset that down a little bit. Then we can change this to local again. So we can kind of match this a little bit. Alright, that should be pretty good, bar changing the width and most fucking definitely the depth. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. Anyway, we can... I'll probably do this set pane. Do this one manually as well. It's gonna be actually quite tricky. So I might have a better... get better going like that as a basis just to start off with. Then this final one because it seems to be a bit of a pain. Something like that is probably fine. What have you got up to today, by the way, Amy? Sweet, that's looking good. Depth down. Might leave the width, give or take, where it's at. Awesome, that's really good. Copy, paste. Actually was kind of fine. Don't think I would change anything really. Just a little bit hard to see by a smidge where everything kind of is, but I think that should be mostly fine. I mean, ultimately, this doesn't need to be anything too fancy. So it's not too bad. I might though decrease the depth, the width. I mean, yeah, ultimately with using this, for anybody interested, is it simple? Yeah, it's pretty easy to set up and it generally works decently. At the same time, you do run into the thing of like, just because it's a bit quicker and stuff like that, it's not really that much better, at least of an experience anyway. So it definitely holds its pluses and minuses. So it's definitely quicker than most. This one can actually be just 2 digits. 2 bones, sorry. So that's actually only 2 there. Length. Awesome. And I'm just going to reduce some of these sizings. Might increase the depth a little bit more. It's like that sticking out isn't great, but then the other one is kind of fine. So it's like, that should be kind of good though. I feel. Okay. Let me file, save again. Save this. That took me about 10 minutes. Which is actually very good for me. Paste and paste. So that's perfect, and that's pretty much actually spot on to what I'd be wanting. Be playing with the width a little bit. That's fine, and the length, which I would have thought would be the depth, but oh, height, yeah, well. Okay, but if we're going by height then it's probably fine. Actually, you just want it to be pick-upable, really. So that's fine, we're just gonna save that. So that means that we've fully rigged this character. I'm just gonna quickly see my messages. Amy's currently getting the council to judge me. And then we're going to be weighting this. I think I'm just going to do incredibly basic weights. Okay, so we are going to do it like this then. Alright, I was just wondering which way we want to go, but this seems to be fine. Yeah, skin modifier, we're going to go add bones, we're going to go select all those. Then we're going to, I don't think we have anything extra. Then we're going to go here. Just selecting this, we're going to go add one, we're going to name this rest, add, why does this not change to rest? Enter. Then we're going to name this one, oops, ROM. So we can turn off rest, go to ROM, ROM. Sweet. And then we're going to go back to this with the skin. We're going to go to the voxel solver. We're going to change this to be 1024. Everything else should be fine. Let's do a voxel weight paint. Awesome. So that's done and weight painted for me. Can auto key. What the fuck is that doing there? And in theory, we should be good to go. I'm guessing I didn't press the on button. Oh, so it is gonna be like this. Alright. I see my issue. Maybe. Maybe we have to go the other way around. So it's obviously not fucking working. I'm just gonna delete the skin and we're just gonna reskin it. Oops. I don't know why. I think I had the same issue the first time around. It's fucking frustrating, but... Oh, that's something I did forget to change. Come on, you shit program. Gonna name this, Templar Assassin. It should rename everything as well, which is good. That is worth some points. So maybe what I need to do is I need to add the skin and skin everything before I do everything, which should be fine, but I'm just gonna go like that. Then we're going to voxel 256 again. I've had the same issue before. Just re-going through the process seemed to work for that time. Which I'm guessing that if I just do the process a little bit differently, then maybe it will work. Just gonna name this rest. Gonna name this one ROM. Not ROM R. Slightly nervous to see if it's working or not. Okay, so it's definitely adding keyframes. Okay, so what we're gonna do... So we're going to un-auto key. We're gonna remove... I don't know what's going on. We're gonna skin it. In theory... Oh yeah, right. If we go skin, add, we add these. In theory... This should work already. So... Is it because it's frozen? The issue is this can't happen while you're in the fucking assessment, of course. So the fact that it's not working is incredibly frustrating. One thing I have noticed though, which I need to update, we're going to delete, is this. What? Sorry. Why is that so far forward? Shouldn't be the case. Not good. Okay, so I'm gonna open my last save because for some reason it's done fucked it. No. We're going to open this one. Okay, sweet. Alright, that's at least working there. Convert to... She doesn't convert to editable mesh, don't question. I'm gonna select this, bring it forward. So it's not, like, sticking out. I really should do that with the rest of the spine and shit, but it's too late. That should be fine. So not too sure what's causing that rest. Just add the rest. Gonna hit play. Gonna hit this. Gonna hit this. We're gonna hit skin. We're gonna hit add bones. We're gonna hit here, which we're gonna change actually. Oops. We just need to remember to change this. Should rename all those. Go back to this. We're gonna go skin. We're gonna go add bones. We're gonna go you, which adds everything. Go. Ultimately, this should, in theory, work. I'm getting a bit frustrated. Voxel. If this isn't also going to work, then why is it not working? If this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to message one of my teachers. Because this is the second time that I've had this, and this can't really be happening. Because in the assessment we can't fucking have this issue. So, yeah. Just a bit frustrated, of course. Because see, if we had a couple of days and I was running into issues, I can always ask the teacher. 3 hours is not enough time to fucking do anything. That's why I hate timed essays for these sorts of things, because like you're restricted to how good the fucking program is, and evidently the program's not great. 1024. Which kills my PC a little bit. Hey, it's working. Okay. I don't know what it is. I think maybe I needed to do it before. Sorry, it's just... Just writing some stuff quickly, sorry. These are on the knees. Um, Alright, sweet. So this is working. And I can therefore add absolute. Go rest. We're gonna go absolute. I don't know what it stands for. I'm guessing absolute, but I could be wrong. Then I'm gonna go ROM. Then for ROM, we're gonna set the frames to 20. We're gonna go auto key, and we're gonna go up, which seems to be working really good thus far. That's actually really solid. Bar this, which should be fine. Okay, that's actually really, really good. Hey, Ameth, how's it going, my dude? Happy to see you popping by. What am I doing? I'm currently rigging up a character, so we've got... Sorry, I'll quickly... actually, first things first, I'll quickly save before I do anything, because don't want to break anything. Sorry. Sweet. So, for an assessment I have coming up, so I study game development. Did I make this myself? I did not make the character. The character is downloaded from the Dota 2 workshop things. I got the Templar Assassin, but this rig I've done myself, and I mean it's not perfect. I'm still just testing some things, but you know we can get things to move, and we can get stuff mostly working. I'm just weight painting it to make sure stuff flows correctly and everything. I'm practicing, yeah. So I have an assessment in maybe 2 or so weeks where we got about 3 hours to rig, weight paint, and animate a character. Which I don't know if you've done rigging, but is not long. So this is me kind of just going, wow, shit, you know, at this, you know, if we don't hurry up, we're gonna struggle, unfortunately. So where am I studying this? I study at a place called Media Design School in New Zealand, which is a pretty cool place, to be honest. What I'm gonna do is I think if I select this, what do you do? Do you do any 3D related I guess stuff? You interested in 3D related stuff? So I'll grow that. And let's see what we have. Selected. Alright. Forearm. Which is my graphics card, dude. Pretty beefy. I am running a 4080. 4080 paired with a 7950X, which is pretty beefy. Only thing I need to upgrade is my RAM. I've only got 32 gigs, which is plenty fine. 32 is fine, but when the rest of your shit is quite high, it is a little bit of a letdown. Having that. I game? Yeah, I play heaps of games, my dude. Who would I be if I didn't play games? Sorry, what am I doing? This should be. For Valorant? Nah, no Valorant, sorry. Oh, sorry. Why am I saying sorry? Yeah, I'm sorry that it's not fucking working. No. This is one of those, how in the world do you fix? I mean, my next best option would be... I play a lot of games, but really I play an assortment, so I've recently been playing some Elden Ring, Chrono Trigger, Stanley Parable, Witcher. I don't really like GTA, but I've been playing some of that recently for a game. Me and a couple people like play games and for like a month, and we just kind of like, you know, go, hey, you know, this is better than we thought, worse than we thought, or like, you know, what we thought about it. And at the moment, I mean, I just don't... GTA was good, but it's just really a bit lost on me. Do you mind me buying Warfare 3? Oh, I'm not too sure what Warfare 3 is, sorry. Grow. What I'm trying to do is get that. Sorry, let me... Forearm, thigh. Where's my upper arm gone? Modern Warfare 3. If you buy me... Dude, I'm not... Sorry, I'm not buying you a game, sorry. Sorry if I've given you the impression that I... Let's put it this way, mate. I do not have a job. As of right now. We are in a crisis. Do I have it? No, I do not have it either. I don't really want it either, to be honest. I have other games, but that one's not great. No, I do not have it. Modern Warfare. I have dedicated server, but no, I don't have Modern Warfare 3. I have Modern Warfare 2, the original. That's hard. Thank you, thank you. How you doing, Akio? I don't know where my upper arm's gone. Sorry, let me... Anyways. Do I do freelancing? I'm not opposed to it, no. Would you like? What's up from the Philippines? Yo, yo. That's pretty cool. How's Philippines going at the moment? Not opposed to freelancing though, Amith, but I don't have too much time, but if the money's right, I could potentially freelance, depending on what you're after. Tower from India? Oh yeah, from India. I'm from New Zealand here myself, so it's so hot here. It's definitely not hot here, unfortunately. We are currently, I think, sitting at around 16-ish degree. No, 16 is a fucking good temperature. We're more like 13 here. I don't know what we are currently. I can actually look. We are sitting at maybe 9 degrees. But I don't know when that was. We had a high of 10 today, though. A friend from Philippines. That's cool. Don't think I have any friends from Philippines, but I'm not too sure. 9 degrees, yeah. I'm not using a laptop. There's full-on desktop here. $36 degrees. Oh. All I'm gonna say is best luck, mate. 36. I don't think I'd be making it, you know. I think I would be definitely struggling. Yeah, thank you. Fortunately, everything, as I sort of mentioned before, is a little bit in vain, because what am I done? It's nice having a good setup and all, but I thought it was stupid. We have a recession right now in our country, albeit most places currently are in a bit of a recession, so... yeah, what's up? Which means everybody's getting fired from fucking every job. But that's kind of worldwide at the moment. I'm trying to find the edge of where the fuck this is. Do you have to live by yourself after 8, 16? No, I mean it depends on the family. 16 definitely not, because you're not a legal adult here. So if you got kicked out when you're above before 16, that's I think illegal technically. I think I don't know the laws here, but or at least you have to provide hospice or something. I don't know. I mean, even for 18, it's kind of like depends. What about 36 people still drinking coffee? That is insane, my dude. You guys are insane over there. What about you having to earn yourself? Oh, I mean, I've had a job and stuff. I've had multiple jobs, but what can a guy do if he leaves it? If he gets booted, you know what I mean? Like, my job, literally, 0 work, right? We haven't had any work. What all have I done? I've done... So I usually would make racking, so that's like shelving units, except industrial level, so like big metal, you know, 6, 8 meters high, you know, super pretty thick metal shit, like big beams, you know, would maybe go 20, 40 meters long, sometimes longer, and then about 8 meters, 6 to 8 meters, sometimes smaller, right? We do like 2 meter shit as well, a lot of that sort of stuff. I've also done servicing, not like, you know, that sort of servicing, but like servicing like trailers, excavators, so like that's like a digger. We've got lawn mowers. I can say a lot of names here, but they're kind of like, you have to be in the know, right? What's my salary? Not much. Well, I mean, I don't have a job, right? For now anyway. Maybe I'll get a job soon. Sorry. Somebody's just asking me a question. I mean, I don't know. It was like, no, I'm not living alone. I'm living with my parents, still, because, you know, no. No! Oh, what have I done? Sorry. I just realized I had something selected that I'd spent like the past fucking 15 minutes trying to select, and I've lost it. There's something that I don't really have the liberty for. The thing. I would say, I mean, salary is kind of a bit tricky for me to say, because I can tell you salary. I was on minimum wage, and then I got up to about 24, 25, I think, before there was just no work, right? Which I'll go back to the same job, of course, once they have work, but they said it's just like a temporary thing. So, I'm personally not too worried, because I have a bunch of money saved up anyway. Gotta be good with your money, you know. Is Maya so hard then? So right now we're using 3ds Max. Oh yeah, what I was saying though quickly before about the wages. So I'm on $25. That's New Zealand dollars, which is probably something like 14 or so USD. I'm not too sure, but which sounds, you know, in some places definitely compared to like India and stuff, that's a lot of money. But obviously you have what's it called? Inflation. So our $25 is like, it ends up being not much. But it's still quite a lot. We are quite endowed, especially compared to a lot of countries around where you guys live. But luckily, but just key thing to note. But is my harder than Blender? This is all personal experience. So I've got, in terms of Blender, I've got 500 hours recorded, 600 hours maybe, and then my pro got a couple thousand. But, and I probably have more than in Blender, than 500, 600 or whatever. But that's it that I have recorded. Rupee, I'm not too sure about Rupee, sorry. Probably a high number. I'll be honest, I don't know any other currency off by heart other than New Zealand dollar. Obviously, because that's where I live. Uncle says that there is more bullying there in New Zealand. Your uncle... I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's got some experiences. I would say there's not really any bullying, really. I would say you got America, which is generally not great. But here, there are bullies. There are not nice people. But I'd say New Zealand's a fairly safe... It's a safe place. There's, like, no real issues, really. And, I mean, people say shit, right? But, I don't think there's too much, really. I mean, it depends. You mean, like, high school bullies? Maybe. I've known a couple, but I also went to a real big school, like 3,000 people or something. Maybe more than that, I can't remember. So, depends on your skills and stuff. And then in person, I think most people, I don't know anybody really that goes out of their way to just like bully random people. There are people that do that. There's like people that are racist, there's people that are sexist, there's people that hold just fucking, that just want to beat people up. Those are not great people, but I don't think, like, New Zealand's a small country. There's only about 5 million people. The chances of seeing people outside of major cities, very slim. Not slim, like, around my, you know, where I live, you'll still see people. But if I go for a walk, right, I'm probably only going to see about 10, 20 people. Like, you know, just walking as well. So, like, one of those things where I've never really come across people, but I live here, so maybe that comes to my benefit. On the plus side, I've been here all my life. If there were people going to be bullying me throughout my whole life, I would have experienced. But then again, you know, maybe, you know, your uncle came to New Zealand and he got bullied, and that's a completely different experience, right? So, I don't know. But, sorry, somebody's messaging me. I just quickly respond. Sorry. But yeah, I don't think New Zealand's too bad. Most people classify New Zealand as a pretty friendly place, and it generally gets pretty high on the happiness scale, like top 5, and stuff like that. So, I think maybe I'm wrong. It might have changed. It's been like that for a couple of years though. I think it was like number 1 and number 2, constantly swapping in and out. But no, that might be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But I don't know, ultimately. And are there bullies? There's bullies in every country you go to. Anywhere, really, right? You're going to suffer from fucking bullying, maybe. I don't know. Bullies are not related to a single place, but they are somewhere that's just a mindset, a way that people are, and it's more about the way that they're growing up, I believe. And I guess maybe some people are just naturally not nice. So yeah, it's one of those things, right? Can you do anything about it? No, not really, unfortunately. And ultimately, is that acceptable? I mean, yeah, but also no. You shouldn't accept bullying in any really regard, but at the same time, unfortunately, there's sometimes just nothing that you can do. And I mean, I can't say no, stop bullying people, and that will stop people from bullying people, and that's ultimately not really great. But at the same time, it's just sometimes one of those things, right? So I'm just trying to figure out what this actually is. So, I don't know, that's a bit of a tangent. Sorry if you're missing some stuff there. Oh, man. Sorry. Just trying to work out kind of what's going on here. Hit like that. Grow. It just isn't weighting that great, unfortunately. There we go. I just need to set it all to fucking whatever, 1. Oh, I can probably leave that, to be honest. And set these all to be like 1. We can work on that, but I just gotta grab this. No. Do you use foul language in school? I mean, yeah. Nobody really cares. New Zealand and Australia are very free in their regards to language. But yeah, yeah, New Zealand and Australia are very, I don't know if you call it foul mouth, then yeah, I guess. No pocket money though. Make my own money. It's the way it is, really. It's one of those things. Like, some people get pocket money, some people don't. I personally don't. My money that I make is generally just money that I've saved up and have done a good job of saving up. What kind of punishment do you get at home for doing what? No punishment, really. Well, like, I'm 21 years old, right? Like, I think it would be a bit weird if I got punished for something. Like, it's just one of those things where, like, no. I'm 21, I'm like a legal adult, right? There's no reason for any of that. When I was a kid, I mean, yeah, I don't know, there wasn't really any grounding, really, because it's just one of those things where it's like, what is that going to achieve? Does somebody learn from their mistakes because they're told, don't play on the console, don't do that, don't do this? They were not religious at all, no. Not opposed to religion, I just personally am not religious myself. Just for me, it's just like, what makes sense to me is kind of what I go with. Do I go to church? Nope. I've been to church. I've been to a lot of religious things. I used to do a course at a religion, like a religious. I did like a holiday program with religious people. I also attended that. I was also a person there that was like I got paid to actually work there, but no, I'm not actually religious myself. I personally, I'm not a kind of, I'm not an atheist. I think when it comes to things, atheism is the belief that nothing, exists, and it is like you're heavily contending against it. For me, I'm kind of just like, I don't really care. If there's something, then that's good. If there's nothing, then that's also good with me. Yeah. Ultimately, for me, I just have never experienced anything spiritual myself, so I have nothing to push me into believing. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. But hopefully it does. For me, I believe, my belief really is, sorry, am I altar boy? I don't know what an altar boy is. I'm not religious so at all, so I don't go to a church. I don't do any church things. I don't. I mean, there's nothing, right? So. Just about fixing this, really. My parents religious. Yes, I think. I don't know. I don't go and ask them about their religion. They were brought up religious, though. Both of them. But they don't go to church or anything. I believe so. I've talked to my dad about it a couple of times. Not like school, no. Not like the school you think. I go to university. Hey Kylie, how's it going, my dude? How you doing? Where am I staying in New Zealand? What am I up to? I'm currently rigging and weight painting a character, so not too sure if you do 3D stuff. I would assume so considering you popped in here, but if not, in order to make characters move and stuff like that, for some reason, did I not set it up properly? Hold on. I can't say something and then have it just not... I forgot to set up. Oopsies. Love Mr. Beast. Looks like Lunayla. Oh, yes. It is Lunayla from Dota 2. That was a surprisingly good guess. I don't know who Lunayla actually is, but they are currently classified as Templar Assassin, and the files are called Lunayla, so you got it spot on. Do I like Mr. Beast? I like Mr. Beast, but I don't really watch his videos. But I do like what he does for the community. Where did I get it from? Templar Assassin. ABCD Templar Assassin. Yeah. How did you get that right? Interesting. I don't even think it was specified here. That was a surprise. I don't know. I'm just a bit surprised that you managed to get that like straight up first go without even texting stuff. Yeah, I'm at home. Well, you know, my desktop's at home, right? So, of course I'll be at home. Sorry, I'm just a bit surprised that you managed to get that that quickly. You used to play Dota? Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I would ask you who you played, but unfortunately I don't know too much about Dota myself. We're only doing it for an assessment, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, I have all characters in front of me. Skedaddle. Alright, that's all good. Thanks for popping by, Amy, and we'll catch you either later or next time. Sorry, I'm just... Thanks. Who did you play, my dude? Brand. I don't know about that one. I don't know. I don't use pens of myself. Oh, so that's updated. Who did you play, Kylie, my dude? I have a couple. I've rigged up and I've set up a couple characters, which maybe I've done Marcy, and I've done starts with an L. Not an L. I lied. Do you do concept arts before work? Me, no. I use people's concepts. Which makes Sven. Sorry, Sven. I don't. To show you an example, what I do is I would go, for example, find something that somebody else makes, and then I will model, for example, as a character that I'm working on for one of my assessments. So, because in the industry, right, when you're in the industry, like, somebody's going to give you something, right? Like, generally speaking, unless you're like a small indie team, and even if you have small indie teams, you'd still sometimes have this. But, you know, a 3D modeler is its own role, right? So you have concept artists, and they concept and stuff, and then you have the modelers, and the modelers take the concept art, and then they model it out. Which I never answered your question, I don't think, about Blender or Maya, which one's harder. I think it depends. I think Blender is harder to start learning, but Blender becomes... It sort of is like one of these things. Show us my room. I mean, it's not much. It's just a bed and a table. I think Blender, it starts off as like a... It starts off hard, and then it kind of planars. It sort of makes a lot of sense pretty quickly. There's a lot, and then it becomes easy. It starts off significantly easier, and then the more you use it, it gets fucking harder. It's like, why are these things added? You can keep everything simple, but if you keep everything simple, it gets a bit tricky. Blender's a bit tricky because it's like you got a bunch of modifiers and like tabs that you have to learn, but once you understand all that, it's really fucking simple, to be honest. I need to remove control with that, and that seems to be good. Hey, that's actually really good. Alright, sweet. Skin. I'm just going to be skinning this, and then I'm going to be working on some quick models. So if you were interested to see models and stuff like that, and at least Maya, then you'll be seeing that. Because I need to make some quick shit. So, why does the palm still have stuff? Yes, what? No. I literally have water in front of me. No. This should have 0 control. Apparently some of these must have still had control. What? No, I'm not gonna prank my mom in front of you. My mom's not even home. I don't think. But no, that wouldn't happen regardless. No, my dad's home. I am not alone. Do I have siblings? Yep, but not in the country, no. Hold on. Might be more to the story than meets the eye. It's my dream job. I mean 3D modeling, right? I've spent a lot of money to do this, so you would hope it's 3D modeling. I spent heaps. We are Pixar or Disney? No. That, like, game development. Not, there we go. There we go. Who bought the games? Me. Me and presents. I don't buy games that often, though. Well, okay, so I buy games not that often, but I have to buy relatively regularly. I'd say I get a new game every month or so. Right, upper arm. That makes sense. I don't want left, though. That's looking a lot better. How'd you get Elden Ring? I bought it. Like I said, I've had jobs in the past, so I just don't have anything at the moment. Why? Like, if you had, like, you know, you couldn't get far. Who pays the fees? My parents pay for a course. Collarbone. That shouldn't have any control. Forearm, pelvis, no. Thigh, why? Head, arm. Thigh. Those can have a little bit of control. That should be about that. Just so it comes with, because it is still be a bit weird if it didn't come with, but right, sweet. Was my name Toby? Toby. Why is that not working? Grow. Grow. Yeah, that's about as much as we're gonna get. Rib cage, spine, neck, collarbone. This should be fine. To have a bit of control. That should not have any. That should also not have any control. I mean, no. Those shouldn't. Upper arm, what? Collarbone? Don't think. I don't know what these collarbones are referring to. Forearm, why? Forearm, no. Pelvis, of course not. Thigh, what's my email? I'm not sure my email did. I'm sorry, I don't... My email's for important stuff. If you have any doubts. What of... Alright, that should be fine. I'm probably going to leave this model here. I'm going to quickly refill my drink bottle and then go to the bathroom. How can I talk? Then how can I talk to you? Through streams, really. I don't generally talk to people. Like through streams and stuff. I usually only talk to like my friends and stuff. Sorry. Like, feel free to come through to other streams and stuff, but generally I like to keep the two things private. Sorry. Sweet, I'm going to be back in 5 minutes. I'm just going to quickly refill my drink bottle as it's empty. Show me the characters I was modeling. Yeah, you did ask that, sorry. ZBrush. I'll show that quickly before I go. I've only done the bust of him. And I think I'm making the rest of the body. I don't know. That's a bit confusing. This isn't complete, of course, but this was just the sculpt. This is the first character I've sculpted in like multiple years, and I don't really know how to sculpt characters, so this is kind of really basic. So, yeah, there's a lot of things that aren't great about it, but for the most part, it's fairly fine, I think. Nice. I don't like sculpting, though. I don't like sculpting organic things. I'm not an organic sculptor. Dover stylus, yeah. Gotta Wacom. I wouldn't use ZBrush without it. A lot of stuff, I think. Completing a lot of these sorts of... I think you'd struggle. You can. I've used Pen in the past, but you severely limit your... Like, you can do pretty much the same things, but it's just like gonna take you significantly longer if you use a mouse, because if you use a mouse and you need to, for example, taper something, then changing, you know, the size of your brushes between each little stroke is a bit painful. I think ZBrush has some tools that can improve mouse control, but it's still not great. I've used mouse for a little bit in the past because, like, sometimes you don't want to get out your tablet and stuff. So if I'm just, you know, doing basic modeling shit, then yeah, I wouldn't use the tablet and shit. But for sculpting, I'd generally say, for the most part, without it, you're gonna be a bit in trouble. Obviously understandable if there's none available, of course. But it severely limits your capabilities. Then again, I've seen some amazing shit with mouse, though. I'm gonna be right back, though. I do need to refill, because I'm getting quite thirsty. Okay, we'll wait till... Sweet. I'll probably be about 5 minutes, no longer. Shouldn't be too long. I'll turn up the music, though, just so you have something to listen to. Hopefully that's good. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Well, can you show me how to animate blood? I gotta be honest. No clue. You could hand animate it. I know how to hand animate it, but hand animating it's not really that hard. It's drawing keyframe, then keyframe, then keyframe. 3D, no clue. I know how to simulate it, but you generally wouldn't animate it. Can you just game now for me, please? No, sorry. I've got assessments due and they take priority. Modelling. No games for me today, to be honest. I did play some Elden Ring earlier, but that was sure, in the middle. Not in the middle. It was between classes. Sorry. I gotta figure out. Alright, so what we're gonna be modeling is this here. We've got so I need to make a rubbish bin, road cone, post box. Easy. So only a couple of things. I was gonna be ending now, but I'm gonna continue. I'm just trying to figure out. Go away. No. Here we go. I'm just gonna be putting this on my side, so I just got a bit of reference. Rubbish. Gonna order food. No, I already eaten, mate. It's almost 10 o'clock. Gonna grab this. Show basic operation in my... I mean, I'm currently kind of showing basic stuff, really. Basically, you just add an object of really one of these. And then you can configure, I guess, what you want in regards to it. So, I've done to be 6. Just trying to remember the controls in Maya, because I've been just using 3DS for a little bit. And then we're just going to select faces. Just gonna drag it up a bit. Select the edges. Just looking at what one looks like. I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm going to. What am I modeling? A rubbish bin. Extrude. Is it offset? Yeah, offset. Hello, Alex Roy. How you doing, my dude? Then we're going to extrude a second time, and then this is going to be smaller. We're going to do edit. Yes. Ah, yeah. Welcome. So behind you, ah, yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. Welcome regardless. There we go. It's gonna be my rubbish ton. Rubbish bin. Just doing basic blockout models mostly for now, but not too sure. Which is my mobile. Go to Samsung. Maya. No. Where am I looking? Real time zero. No, no, no. Game. No. Where are these? Where did I? Sorry. There we go. Rubbish. Yeah. Sweet. I'm just gonna delete history. Oh, shit. Oops. Going to. Oops. Hello. X. Hopefully that's not right. Pain. This isn't Blender. Oh wait, actually. Go D B. Hello. Shit. Shit. Why is this not working? Is it D? DX, DA. Yeah, I don't know why that wasn't selecting before, but anyway. That's good. Delete history, freeze transform. We're gonna mesh. We're gonna go mesh combine to make it all one mesh. We're gonna delete history again, make sure everything's good. We're gonna name it geo for geometry underscore BO for blockout underscore rubbish bin with camel case underscore 01 to make sure everybody knows what's going on. We're gonna save same. We're going to export selection. We're going to realize that I've just fucked something. WDD. Bring that back down again. And do that. Moved again. Export. We're going to save this. Geo underscore BO underscore rubbish. Then in camel case 01. Okay. Oops, not open. We're gonna go new. So that's one model done. Oops. Smashed my mouse. I'm going to just find where I'm saving these. BO lockout models download to. And we're gonna go rubbish bin, just so I remember. So rubbish bin is done. Now I got a road cone to make, so I'm gonna be making a road cone. So just gonna search up a reference. And then now I gotta think about how I want to make a road cone. I think I'm gonna make it, I do something similar to this. I think I'm going to do is, I just lost the reference. Where is it? Here we go. I think for this, I'm just gonna save it quickly. Road cone. I'm gonna go add a cube. I'm going to then we're going to scale it a bit. Gonna select these edges. What I'm going to do, bevel that, and that's going to give it a nice look. Then we're going to add a smell cylinder. We're going to change this to 6. Going to go up TV. See if we can snap it to. Oopsies. Down there. We're gonna go V. Snap it to that. So that's in. We're going to enlarge it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab these, bring it up by maybe that amount, and there we've got ourselves a road cone. I might make it a little bit skinny at the top. But this seems pretty good. Just gonna maybe make this less high. Sweet. Gonna freeze all these. We're gonna mesh, combine. We're gonna go DV to move the pivot point to the bottom. Just makes it easy once it's in the program. I'll name it geo underscore road BO for blockout underscore road. So yeah, for anybody interested, making models and stuff, it's pretty simple, pretty quick. I am speeding through these pretty quickly, and we're doing really low poly models, so I have that to help me. But it's pretty simple. Road and school 01. That's that done. Just gonna save this. I'm gonna work on a new project. That's good. We're gonna go green for that being done. And then last but not least model I have to do is postbox. In terms of modeling, I need to turn down my volume. Sorry, this is quite loud. Forgot that I had turned it up and I forgot to turn it down. In terms of that, I mean, post. Hey, Rumi, how's it going? Postbox. We're also we're pulling a bit of a Rumi move here and getting some stuff done. I made a rubbish bin. Hold on. Rubbish bin. Gangster. Rad. And we got a road cone. Started movement. Uh-oh. What kind of movement have you started? Road cone. Did I? Oh yeah, I'm working on postbox now. I don't know what we're doing. Ruben is streaming 3D2. Oh, this guy. This nerd. Not as cool as Rumi models for our game. I have him muted, so he's just gonna say something and be like, "Oh, what is this guy doing?" And then I'm gonna be like, "I'm not even listening." I don't know. We'll see. What's he doing? He's just gonna be talking to himself. I'm sorry, Ruben. Usually I'd watch him, but our ratio. I started my stream earlier. It's his fault. No, you're not putting him on stream. I'll get him to be. He'll be like the entertainment source. I put him on my screen. I'll turn up the music and everything, and everybody just watch him on my stream. Sneaky plans. Steal all of his followers. What are we doing? We're doing a post reaction stream of Meta for real. Ah, look at this guy. He's what is he doing? He's looking at objects, he's modeling things, he's posting stuff to ArtStation. Too sneaky. Why post boxes? So weird. Why are they weird? Ah, it's too good. How you doing though? I just realized none of these are gonna be like the right sizing at all. Some shit, like the road cone was already small in this. I guess maybe makes sense, maybe, but I don't care. That's a Reuben job. Unlucky. Oops. Oh, that's what we need to do. DV. Boom, boom. Reuben's skill issue back. When is a Reuben non-skill issue? Let's be real here. You can do all the sizing work. Unlucky, my dude. L, ratio, nerd, you smell, get wrecked. Unlucky. My models are like 3 centimeters. Yeah, your models are like 3 centimeters. I worked in Blender for some of mine, which will be like in meters. So we got a couple models like the house that was humongous. And then there's a couple models that I've just been working on here, which will be like also kind of like nothing. Ant size as well. Gotta keep it consistent, you know how it be. You gotta keep Reuben, you know, make sure that Reuben's paying attention, right? That's our plan. We're not purposely doing this. I mean, we are purposely doing it. So inclusive. It's like making sure he's paying attention. Is he looking at all the models, or is he just showing them in and just saying, it's great, you know? But then when we hear, what the fuck have you done, dude? Why are these sizes crazy? You got 2 models that you're making on the same thing, and it's like one model's like one fucking size, the next one is like, what the world? That's the plan, you know? That's the plan, Stan. That's all your fault. Exactly. Type of shit you'd be saying. Gotta just... Honestly, gotta keep him on his toes. Just trying to figure out how I want to do this next part. Oops. Don't know what happened there. Get him and Reuben, honestly. Our teammate sucks. Get better next time. Alright, how... This is gonna be some genius movement here, watch this. We're going to... I don't know, how do I want to do this? There's no option. Hold on. Nah, small brain mode. Shit. How? Fuck. Alright, hold on a minute. No! Okay, we're good. I got locked in that stupid screen. Oh my gosh. 30 brain cells used today. Let's go. Retopology, even though it's fucking nothing. That is a genius move. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I should save this before I lose it. Post. Box. What is Reuben looking at? Damn. Interesting question. No. I don't. Ameth? So I'm just looking at what Reuben's looking at. My mate, I know, he's scamming you, dude. You're just minding your own business. Ah, this is a great What is he doing, dude? Homie's straight up just doxing all my work. He is pulling me out of nowhere. I was gone about my day. He's content farming, exactly. Exactly. That's what I do to him. That's what I do to him. Come on, man. He's stealing my techniques, can I just say? He's got to have learned it from somebody. Cough, cough, me. Underscore post box underscore 01. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. It fits our shit. I'll probably end up having to remake it at some point. Let's export this. Oh, that's so good. Post box. Alright, sweet. I am going to look at this. Is terrible. Me on my way to make the most confusing fucking file management system imaginable. Art assets. Alright. Bingus. There we go. What did I make? Road, cone, post, box, and what else? What else did I make? Rubbish bin, that's the one. Rubbish bin. GG's Ruben. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna end stream and I'm gonna start watching my mate Ruben. For anybody interested in catching up with the Ruben, I'm gonna do a YouTube raid party. YouTube raid party. Alright, thank you guys all for watching. You guys have a good one. Thanks for popping by, Rumi. Thanks for chatting, Emeth. Even though you were in here for too long, it was a quick stream. Did a rig, did a cross-platform raid. Is crazy, dude. We're thinking massive brain, giga brain right now. You guys all have a good one. Thank you guys all for watching. I should be streaming same times tomorrow, so about 7 PM give or take to 10ish PM, 9:30, 10ish PM New Zealand. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, and we'll catch you next time. See y'alls later. Bye bye.